Hello, welcome to week 2 of January. This week's craft is a borax crystal snowflake. You're going to get a bag that's going to have some stuff in it. I don't have the bag, but I do have the container. I have a bag of borax powder, a piece of, you probably can't see it, but it is fishing line, a popsicle stick, and some pipe cleaners in little pieces. The first thing we're going to do is construct our snowflake. So I'm going to just use 3 of these pieces, wrap them around. I'm going to start with 2, just kind of twist them together. And I'm going to add 1 more and wrap that around the other pieces. And bend it until I think it looks nice like a snowflake. You will get several pieces. I'm only using 3. I think there's 1 more in here. So you can get as fancy as you want with your snowflake and add additional pieces. What really matters is that you need your snowflake to be able to fit inside your container without touching the sides or the bottom as much as possible. So I think mine will work okay. If you need to trim it with a pair of scissors or wire cutters, that's okay. But you can get fancy with it if you want. So I have my snowflake done. It'll fit in my container okay. And so now I'm going to attach my fishing line to my snowflake. And I'm just going to do a simple slip knot here to attach it. Just like that. Alrighty. And again, you can adjust it however you want. Make sure it looks nice. And there is my snowflake on my fishing line. Now I need to prepare my liquid. You're going to need an adult for this one because we are going to use boiling water. That's why I have my kettle here. And we're gonna mix in the borax. Now, it's really important that we don't eat or drink this. It's not good for us. It's not gonna be harmful for us to touch, but we definitely don't want to ingest it. So make sure you do this with a big person around. I'm going to go ahead and get my water boiling and I'll be back as soon as it's done. My water is nice and hot. So now I'm going to carefully fill my container up pretty full, not all the way full, but probably about to here on the inside. Remember, this is hot, hot, hot water. Make sure you have a grown-up with you. All right, now it's time for us to mix in our borax. This is pre-measured for you. So you should be able to use all of this and just dump it right in. And we're going to use our popsicle stick to stir it. The water is going to get cloudy and we want to stir carefully until it's completely dissolved, which means there's no more powder. It's all mixed in. Feel free to use something else. If you would prefer to use a glass jar for this that you already have at home, that would be awesome. You get a better visual of it if you have a glass jar. So feel free to use one. Just know it might grow some borax crystals as well. At this point, if you wanted to add some food coloring to your water, you definitely can. It'll change the color of your snowflake. So if you have that at home, feel free to add that in. Okay, mine's looking pretty dissolved. Keep that popsicle stick nearby because we're going to need it. We're going to tie our popsicle stick, or our snowflake to our popsicle stick to keep it from sinking all the way in. So I'm going to slowly drop in my snowflake, make sure it's completely submerged, put my popsicle stick across the top. I'm going to tie it on there. Just making sure that my snowflake is entirely covered. It's not wanting to go in all the way. Let's see. Carefully, because it's hot. There we go. Now my snowflake is entirely in the water. I can show you what it looks like. Just scoot the camera forward here. Whoops. So there is my snowflake in the water, and we're gonna let that sit for a few hours. So we're gonna let this sit for a few hours and let those crystals grow into a beautiful snowflake. So I will check back in with you here shortly. All right, it's the next day. I let my crystals sit overnight. I'm really excited. It looks beautiful. So I'm going to carefully pull it out of the water. Oh my goodness, look how pretty. It's so sparkly. I did put a paper towel down because I knew it would drip and be a little bit wet. But look how nice it looks. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, I'm gonna let it dry here. If you decided to use your own jar instead of the one we sent home for you, and you have crystals on the side, all you need to do is run it under hot water. Those crystals will dissolve and your jar will be brand new. Let's take a look at our crystal. I don't know if you can see how pretty and sparkly it is. It's a little wonky, that's okay. Every snowflake is unique. And now I have to find a pretty place to hang it and display my pretty snowflake. I'd love to see how yours turns out. Please share a photo with us on our Facebook page so we can see your snowflakes. I hope you had a lot of fun putting this together with me this week. Remember, we have a new craft every week, so we'll see you next time.